Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Appreciate you viewing. Today is a big day. We have the fastest person on the board here, and the second fastest person on the board, and the third fastest person on the board. Today is insane. Mason is going to get his prize today. Well, not today, but you're going to get awarded the belt today.
I told you I was going to get it right when you said it was a thing.
Yeah. Okay. But other than that, I mean, we're just hanging out. We got a surprise for everybody. We're going to be in pain shortly, all of us. It's going to be fantastic. But we're going to start off with how is everybody doing? Mason, how you doing?
I'm good.
You're good?
Happy to be here again.
Well,
really happy to be here. Especially
considering the circumstances,
yeah.
I suppose, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Brent, how are you?
Doing good. Me and Mason are both twofers now. Let's see if we can go for a third round next week.
Maybe. I don't know how this is going to work now. Do you think we should leave all the times up on that board and maybe post that as...
I think if this is the winter edition, we should probably just start over.
Well, yeah, no, I'm saying we can start over. I'm saying keep the times on that board maybe and just turn that board into the season 1 board.
Yeah, we can do that. How many more do you have? You gonna use all these?
5. Why not? I mean, we could. I don't know if that would look cool or not.
They're not going to be used for anything else.
Yeah, and then, it'll just be a 6-season run, and we'll never do a podcast after that.
Then you have to make some more boards.
Yeah, more boards. Well, hey, if that's not incentive to make more long boards, I don't know what is.
There you go.
Some motivation, perhaps. So, I don't know if we all got to talk about aliens. I just wanted to bring this up because I'm excited about it. Did we get to talk about aliens at all?
No, unfortunately we did not.
No? Did you get to talk about aliens with us?
No.
This is new territory. That's good. So did you guys hear about the thing that Trump signed into the bill that they passed, the pandemic?
Like the spaceship, or the...
The latest one, he signed it. They sent it back, basically, and then he signed into the bill that within 180 days, the Pentagon needs to disclose all of their UFO information. Yeah, right.
Yeah, just like the Area 51 raid.
Right. They'll disclose all the info, I'm sure.
Well, yeah hopefully.
Right. I hope they give us something. But they're not going to give us everything. They never.
So, did you hear about the Israeli? I need to get a new tab here. Here we go. Israeli.
Israeli. He's a higher up. He was a professor. He was in the military.
By the FBI right now.
Yeah, right.
It's all going to be on YouTube, but we need to stop them now.
We're all just going to get lasers on our chests very shortly. Just.
Yeah. So.
Are UFOs real? Yeah. Look at. It's one right there.
Senior government officials keep saying that UFOs and aliens are real. So this guy, who was an Israeli higher up, like a general or something, he claims that there's an agreement between the United States government and the aliens.
The Galactic Federation.
That's been a thing for a while.
They signed a contract with us to do experiments here. And he also claims that there is an underground base in the depths of Mars where U.S. astronauts are currently working alongside these said aliens.
That would be some crazy shit.
But the aliens that we've supposedly already seen are also part of the hollow Earth theory, where all the advanced people live on the inside of the Earth because it's actually hollow.
Well, that's where the...
we would have some major geological issues.
Yeah. Well, so I don't think it would be the inside of the Earth, but I do, when you consider the fact that the depths of the ocean, we have explored outer space more than we have explored the bottom of the ocean.
They keep finding crazy shit down there every year.
Yeah, and all these the Tic Tac video or the Super Fast or the Go Fast or the Gimbal video,
they're the best video for
But all of these are these are taking place over the ocean. You know what I mean? We don't see them over land very often. Did you see the...
I see what you're saying.
One of the main arguments for the hollow Earth theory is that every time the space station goes over one of the poles, they close their camera lenses. And that's where you don't see the entrance to the inside of the Earth. I mean, I don't personally believe it, but even Hitler had a program where he tried to go after it.
So I think what it is, if anything, would be that they're actually on. That was a cool photo. Look at this. First time I've seen that one. Where did that go? Look at that. That's outside of somebody's fucking. Somebody's on a passenger plane.
That looks fake. Almost.
Does look fake.
Yeah.
This. So this
That
guy,
looks. We're here to
a fighter
decide.
jet, fighter pilot, right?
Yeah.
Takes this photo over his shoulder with his iPhone after he just cruised past this thing. So then you take like super advanced, editing software to like blow that up and enhance it, and that's the image that you get. And this pilot claimed when he flew past it, how he described it was a cube inside of a sphere, but it was rotating. But he wasn't sure if it was the sphere that was rotating around the stable cube, or if it was
vice versa.
Right, vice versa.
So was it flying just like that?
Yeah.
Just no aerodynamics to it at all?
Well, doesn't
Looks
need
like
it.
a cat head.
According to Bob Lazar, it doesn't have to be
Doesn't apply to
aerodynamic.
our
It
physics.
opens up a void in gravity, which it falls into.
Well, there was also the dark night UFO that they'd seen from the space station and from a couple of fighter pilots as well. And it's just a giant black, like it looks like a shield almost.
Which that looked like a shield.
Kind of, yeah.
But when you think that they're all everything that like the Navy or the Air Force has seen is all out over the ocean, and like the Tic Tac was like signaling something underneath the water.
I see what you're saying.
It makes a lot of sense that if they were to hide somewhere or to like put a base somewhere, I mean, how many regular people are going to go 300 miles off the coast and then go down a mile?
Well, we've
Right.
never been down there, but we can take scans and know exactly what's down there.
Right,
I mean,
but think about how massive.
The Earth-wise, like we can't see the creatures and whatnot when we take those scans, I'm sure, but
Even so, like looking at the scans, so we've been scanning the Amazon rainforest for decades now, and we're still discovering like structures and things that we can't see underneath the canopy. Now, let alone talking about something that's
but only so far down is there vegetation. After a while, it's just nothing. Down
yeah,
to
but
the ocean.
sand.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about in the ocean. You're saying.
In the ocean, nothing can, even the creatures that are down there are barely fucking alive. They're all clear and have lights coming out of their mouth.
I didn't mean to close all of those, but I guess I did. All right.
Do you think if you wanted one of those as a pet, you could? Like one of the light bulb fish?
I don't think you could, because when you see them in like the nets and stuff, they're all deformed and
Right, because the pressure.
Yeah, I think once they
Like
come
you
up
would need a
with,
tank with a ass load of pressure.
you'd have to
I
have.
see what you're
or
saying.
what if you did vice versa and made it like a vacuum? Could they exist in a vacuum?
No. They would just...
I think you'd have to
Just
overload.
fall apart.
I think you'd have to overload it with air or something, and just create a pressure.
Right.
But I still don't know if you could make it work to where
And then you'd have to cool it because it's cold
super
as hell
cold down there. Yeah.
Well,
And then how do
it
you
starts to warm
feed-
up when you get so deep.
And then how do you?
Really?
That is true.
Yeah,
you
'cause
get
you're getting closer to the
center of
earth.
Yeah. So like, but I mean, it'd be you could not go down.
Yeah,
there
you wouldn't.
yourself.
You would die. You would get
But even if you could survive the pressure, it would still be massively cold for you. It just wouldn't be as cold.
cold as in
like-
between.
Right.
Well, how deep did James Cameron go on their Discovery mission? Because they went down to that.
He was in the Mariana Trench for that. He didn't go to
Yeah.
the bottom, but like he went to like the side of it.
But he's got the record of the deepest voyage.
yeah, he was pretty deep.
Dang,
How
that's
deep
crazy.
is that?
I believe it's miles.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so I think the average sub depth is like 6 miles.
How deep is the Mariana?
Hollywood director James Cameron has returned to the surface after plunging nearly 7 miles, 11
Yeah.
kilometers,
7
down
miles.
the deepest place in the
Frick.
ocean, the Mariana Trench. He made the solo descent in a submarine called Deep Sea Challenger, taking over 2 hours to reach the bottom.
Oh, so he went all the way down.
No,
far as he could.
as far as he could.
The bottom of that trench.
The bottom of that
It's not
trench
even
is, I think,
Okay.
40,000 feet. And he went, so what is that? Well, Mariana.
Well, 52 is 1 mile.
52 times.
It is 200 kilometers east of the Mariana Islands.
How deep is it?
69 kilometers in
Elevation.
width.
Look at that. Negative 36,000 feet.
Yeah, 30. So you could put all of Mount
You could
Everest
fly a
in that.
jet upside down in there.
Wow.
Yeah, and the temperature down at the bottom is only 34 degrees.
Yeah.
Like just above freezing.
Oh, that's
That's
not
what
bad.
they talk about, like the dry cold storage. It's you just got to get below that permafrost, then you get like a constant temperature down there.
Oh, that makes sense. So we should build like a submarine that can go all the way to the bottom.
But at that point, I feel like we would find the Atlanteans, like the humans that existed, like our
Atlantis itself, yeah.
well, like our ancestors, but like the people that came to like teach us after the Earth, like
Well, they're on
fell
the
into
inside
a
of the
catastrophe, or at the bottom of the ocean is what I'm saying.
Every time I like
They've
think
got a
of
door to their front room down there.
every time I think of going into the ocean, I think about that MythBusters episode where they sent the old school diver suit down with like their Godiver like person inside, because there was a story where this diver went down and because it's hooked up to pressure, so like to keep the suit inflated so you can be down there. But they sent it way down, and then they depressurized. They just took the pressure off, and all of the body just into the helmet.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
So have you ever heard of the Eye of the Sahara? It's the Recot structure is like the legit name for it, but it's in Africa. It starts with an Mauritania. So what it looks like from like space is this. And if you get a little closer, there should be so that would be a space shot of it. It's a natural structure. This is an aerial of it. So this is created by an underground, two magnaflows that come together, but the magnaflows are different temperatures. So one is moving faster than the other because one is more liquid and the other one is more viscous. So what that causes is the plate above it to rise and then fall, and that's how you get this natural shape to it. But anyway, the interesting thing about this is we only know of Atlantis as being like Plato's The Philosopher. We assume, or I should say academia assumes, that his concept, his writings of Atlantis was strictly to like detail out a utopian society and how a society should function. Even though all of his other writings were more or less based in fact and figures and were truthful, we assume that this one example of his Atlantis story is not. But if you go through his writings, he explains that his like great uncle, who was also a writer and a philosopher, so these were family papers that he had. His great uncle went to Egypt, and there was a library in the Nile River Delta, and it was in this library that he found these writings that described of Egypt's. So Egypt was a colony, a sea colony of this great seafaring civilization. So anyway, in this writing that he found in this library, which the library doesn't exist today, but what's interesting is where the library would have existed is now in the river delta of the Nile is now under the Mediterranean Sea. So like the sea has just encroached and then destroyed all of this. So the papers are obviously lost, but all of the math that is in Plato's writings fit this. So he had the circumference. So Atlantis was described as 3 rings of land with 3 concentric rings of water. And that's where they stored all their ships and all their weaponry. And then in
Who said it was the 3 rings with the 3 rings of water?
That was part of the description from Plato and his uncle.
Yeah.
Had seen it?
His uncle saw it. Plato never saw it. Plato was just recounting the writings from his uncle. But what's interesting is this, and then the how long it would take a sea voyage to go from the capital. So at like one time, this was the capital of the world, and then Egypt was a colony. So to get from this place on the planet to where Egypt is, because again, these are both in Africa, to get from here to Egypt would be the same amount of time, according to those writings, that it would take to get from Atlantis to Egypt. So yeah, here you can see it's kind of inward. And if you get so it was destroyed, Atlantis was destroyed in a single day by a massive flood. And if you look at this on a overall, I gotta find a space view, a satellite view. You can kind of see, do you see all the striations? So like this is 400 miles in from the ocean.
Yeah.
But thousands of years ago, this would have all been underwater, and these areas here, these raised areas, actually would have acted as islands.
Okay.
And it's not too hard to think, like humans for the longest time have been using natural structures to habitate in, like a cave or something of that sort. So it would make sense that if this is a natural structure, there's no reason why they wouldn't come to use this. And if you look at these striations, it does actually appear that a massive flood came through and then just wiped this. Do you see what I'm looking at there?
How far was land from those islands at the time?
It would have been inward about 1,000 kilometers. So where my mouse is probably is where like the mainland of Africa would have been. And then obviously you had Egypt, which would have been a coastal city, which still is a coastal city, but coastal on more sides than just one. But anyway, the current thought is that this place is the fabled, if we could blow that up, you could see the striations a little better. He also talked about the landscape around. So this island was surrounded by mountains to the north and then rivers that came down the mountains. If you look again at the, this kind of gives you, so right here is the mountain range that sits up. Oh, hey, look at that. That's an animation. Yeah, so that is the, this is an animation of, Atlantis for the recot structure. Look at that. So the theory is that this might have been the actual place that was the fabled Atlantis. And then that just lends more credit to everything that Plato talked about. This was a city that had 10 million people in it from all over the world. They spoke all sorts of different languages. It was a cultural and a trade center. The center island is where the royalty lived. And then the most important being Atlas, who was the sun. So he was a demigod, but a god himself. And then that's where Atlantis gets its name from, is Atlas, the god. There was a well in this center island that gave both hot water and cold, so the water would come out of the ground boiling. And so that's how the rest of the city received their hot water, which would make sense if the underground is a magma, two magma flows coming together. You have two wells, one is cold, one is hot.
And if I remember right, Plato described how long ago that civilization existed. To an extent.
Yeah, and
it would line up with what we're seeing today.
Well, that would line up with like the recesses in water, and then with also the Younger Dryas period, which is what like Grant Hancock and Randall Carlson and those guys have talked about too. So like all of it coming together really makes you think that
it's Atlantis.
This could be Atlantis. So that story could be legitimately true, which just goes to show that there could have very well been a race of people like before us that was much more intelligent, had
actual like technology
and shit, that we have forgotten or don't have anymore today.
Well, in 180 days we'll know.
Well,
maybe.
Well, there was that they found that I think it was just ended up being like a calculator or something, but it's the world's oldest computer, and they found it like down in the trenches of the waters in Greece.
I know what you're talking about. So they assume they can't prove it, but based on how it comes together, they assume that it worked on binary code, ones and zeros.
Yeah.
And it's from thousands of years
early
ago.
Greece.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mason, here's kind of what I was talking about. When you look at so here's the recot structure. So this is like 21 kilometers wide, I believe. But then look at the massive scarring across the Sahara here, which is clearly, that's like a massive wave came through and then just wiped this whole thing, this whole spot from the face of the earth. And then when you take into consideration like the comet impacts, the meteor impacts that we have in Greenland, which would be more or less directly north of here, the onslaught of water from that would be devastating. There have been a few trips out here. Mauritania is like a super dangerous place to go. There have been a few trips out here, and they found perfectly spherical stones that had so the stone was about the size of a softball, and then if you took like a nickel, in diameter, the bottoms were shaved flat. So they had maybe 2 dozen of these stones that they found with the bottoms then shaved flat. So they were cannonballs Okay, and the reason the bottoms were flat is because these were a great seafaring warrior nation. So to keep the cannonballs from rolling around on the shelves of the ship, they shaved the bottoms flat so that they would just sit there.
Neat.
Yeah. So that's a real quick rundown for you.
Cool story.
That got deep.
That got deep. Yeah, dude.
Don't
I
get
was
me
like,
started on
dang.
rabbit holes, bro. Just,
Well, and it's interesting because if you do your research, these are all theories. Like, I don't know about the Reichardt structure perfectly, but Hitler was actually after to find all this stuff.
yeah, he was super into this shit.
He sent ships to the North Pole to see if there was a hole up there. He researched all this stuff. He was so into the occult and all this legends and myths that he wasted, like, I'm gonna just throw a number out there, like a fifth of his army on just trying to figure that stuff out.
He was also super into cartography. You've read the Graham Hancock book, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
where they start that out with all the maps
Yeah.
of, like, Antarctica and
Yep,
how
yep.
way before we
Yeah,
even...
there's like maps that are super old, but Antarctica, like, it shows the land and not the ice.
But like, it shows the land perfectly. And beyond that, this was before we even knew
That people were making maps.
or knew that Antarctica existed. Like, this appeared on a map, and we had just started sailing, and we had just figured out how to accurately plot longitude, which is difficult. You needed like a stopwatch, something to keep accurate time.
Yeah.
We just figured that out, but we were referencing maps that were, we don't know,
Way
but
old.
thousands of years
Yeah.
old, and they would show these land areas. And we had never, we as a modern civilization or as like the European nations had never been there before. So then to go out there and find them, but then what you're seeing is not, we ran into the ice. You know what I mean? And then we're like, okay, so this is what is depicted on the maps. But it took us until modern ages when we could fly over with like radar and find that Antarctica isn't a massive ice sheet. There's actually land underneath there. And this land actually matches the land that is drawn on these maps.
So how old? Well, I mean,
The maps
wouldn't it have come from, what, the Ice Age times? The ice?
Well,
Is that when
like way before that. So the maps would have had to have been drawn if they depict the land before the ice sheets
Yeah.
were on there, which is
Before the Great Flood.
could be hundreds of thousands of years for that matter. So how did they
how
these
does it
ancient,
show up on a map?
map people know this? And not just one map, but multiples.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff.
It's crazy.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Aliens came and
Aliens,
scanned.
dude. Yeah, they came and scanned. That's what they were doing. It's just a scan of Earth.
Well, that's
from
the
the
theory
aliens.
with the crystal skulls.
Yeah, same with
Is
that too.
aliens. And then they had found a Millennium Falcon under the water of the ocean.
What?
There's actually a satellite image of a Millennium Falcon object under the water, and it looks just like it. And
So Star Wars is real?
gotta be.
Are Jedis for real?
No, I could be stating that wrong. I don't have everything memorized in that, but it's from Star Wars, and I believe it's Millennium Falcon under the water, and there's a Google image of it.
Oh, might be solved at last. Monday, December 3rd, 2019.
Yeah, it's been a while
History of
since I've
Millennium
seen it.
Falcon found in Baltic Sea.
What in the world?
It's just a perfectly shaped rock.
But from the Google image, it looks like
Yeah, okay.
Whoa.
200-foot wide object.
Jesus.
Believed to be man-made.
Claim that it stopped electronics items from working. What?
Think that it's actually a huge black stone.
Possibly a volcano carried by a what? Okay.
It's
yeah.
all carried by glaciers.
Yeah, everything's carried by glaciers. Yeah, right. That's for real. Star Wars is real. There's a reason we filmed it. We made it.
Should see.
And if that's anything like what it looks like okay, yeah. So
That's not just made by nature.
Yeah, there's obviously a dagger carved into the top, and
yeah, right here.
stairs or steps that go up.
And like straight lines, dude. Nothing
Yeah,
like
no.
Yeah.
Nature
does not do
plays
straight lines.
against that. It doesn't.
It sure does look like it,
See if you
dude.
can find the Google space view of it.
Like right here is where the pod would be, but like the pod broke off.
Wow. This is insane.
Believe
I'm learning
we
so many
found it.
things. Oh no. I don't know if I watched my hands.
Careful.
Yeah. I got hot sauce on my
Let's
hands.
do that and get that
Should we do it right now?
fucking over with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
right there.
Sex
What do we
story.
got?
That's like one of the earlier views of it.
Oh yeah, look at that. What?
Is it that or is it the
That's-
shocker symbol?
That's not organic.
Awesome. Huge fan.
So
Did you
it
not
said-
know about that one?
I
Zach?
did not
didn't
know about this
know.
one.
It said solved.
Yeah, but it was solved because glaciers carved it out of stone and a black rock and then carried it here.
That's
It was
probably
formed
what
in a
Trump has us being described.
It was formed in a volcano, Mason, and then and glaciers
what they
carried
say.
it to its yeah.
But so was the
natural
67
structure.
Camaro according to commercials. So
That's definitely
It's a natural
Somebody touched
shaped
that.
rock.
at some point.
Nope.
yeah, but what? What could it have been with those stairs is clear cut
Or those vents.
in that area. I mean, the Vikings are good. Maybe it's a Valhalla ship.
Could be. They figured out real quick that rocks don't float too well.
Submarine. They just lost all their fuel, so they're sitting down there waiting.
Can't make an airplane or an airship out of rock. Who would have known?
But if
Good
you look
Lord.
at the way it's sitting backwards, and then it's got sitting on like an edge,
Yeah.
almost like it landed back there,
Right.
crash landed.
Okay, so here we go. A group of divers collected samples from the mysterious entity and gave their findings to scientists who determined that the Baltic Sea anomaly is simply a glacial deposit. Much of the Baltic Sea was carved out by moving glaciers during the Ice Age. Research undertaken by scientists from Stockholm University has revealed the Baltic Sea anomaly is leftovers from that process.
Wow.
Hey, man,
They must have talked
Yeah.
to Area 51
That's
on that
one way
one
to
and got
cover
some
it up.
answers.
Jeez.
Don't-
It's just all too easy.
yeah, you're going to put shit on a spoon and then try to feed it to me. Okay.
Good
We're
Lord.
fucking eating it by the fucking bowlful though over here.
All right.
Don't feed into them, Zach.
Let's get away from aliens and strange things and get into pain,
Face sweating and don't touch your eyes. And
terrible feels.
Where's the dip?
What dip?
oh, now you're worried about dip.
You want ranch?
Yeah.
No
don't get
ranch.
Alright.
No ranch.
So we got to start with the mango.
Yeah. What do we got here? Is that the mango? Which one's the
Oh,
mango?
there's tags in the end.
Okay, so we start with the middle one, go to that one, and then to this one.
So
Yep.
this one first?
Yep. We're gonna eat some really hot wings here.
Mason stabbed me one.
Gross.
What's this one?
The least of the heat.
Great.
All right, you ready?
No.
Oh, you already ate it? Oh.
Whoa, we got to do the whole thing? Nobody
Yeah.
told me we got to do the whole thing.
Are you over there cutting it up?
Look at how big mine is.
That's the first time anything like that's been said.
Open a little bird.
On camera.
Hot, hot, hot.
It's not that bad, you
It's already
frickin'
fucking hot.
you wuss. It's not bad. You've had worse.
So Jeremy has to eat the rest of them though.
Oh,
He's the one that's
Cool.
gonna die.
See, I'm
I
not a
wanna
fan
do
of this
another one.
sweet and
You
savory.
can cut the rest of yours in
that
half.
one's not that bad. I guess we got to give it time, right?
You
That's
guys
not too bad.
Yeah, but go
That's
ahead.
awful.
Sneaks
Go ahead,
up a little
Jeremy.
bit.
Keep eating them.
Keep eating these ones.
You gotta.
I
eat-
want to go to the next ones.
No,
I
you
want
gotta keep eating those though.
For what?
Content.
Hot
Content.
like temperature wise or hot like spicy?
Spicy.
Yeah, it's a sneaker.
The more you eat, the more it coats your mouth too, and it gets worse. And Jeremy's
Why
already
am I doing
hiccuping.
this?
That one wasn't that bad.
No, that one's not so bad.
Fuck you guys.
No, I ate another one of those.
He's got to eat all those. So
All right, on to the next.
That's gonna make it worse.
And we are allowing Zach to do halfsies because he doesn't want to do them.
Yeah, because he's a big frickin' Sal.
Don't freaking do halfsies. What are you doing?
Dad, look at how fucking big these are, dude.
Open your.
Give me yours. I'll switch you.
No, I'm not eating off your nasty fork.
I'll switch you. You're a fucking dick.
You better eat it.
Oh, Jesus.
You just gotta do it.
I'm not doing that whole thing. No way. Give me another one.
You can do half, Zach. I'll allow it.
That one.
That one's not as bad as the last one, I think.
I think it's based on their scale, whether or not
Yeah.
it's real.
Who does their scale?
But I also think maybe that one dried out a little bit more too.
It's true, it could have.
That one's a cool down one.
Yeah.
It was this.
That one's not bad.
I wonder if these two get hotter when they're fresher, when there's more liquid in them and not dried out. Jeremy's over there trying not to
That's
cry.
not bad at all.
The light on your face is perfect. You can see the perspiration.
It's not bad. I'm not sweating. I ain't sweating.
Yeah, Zach isn't even sweating as bad as
That
you.
one's not that bad, though. Compared to the first one, the first one feels hotter than that one.
My gums hurt.
Give Zach a minute to finish his and let it sit in.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
It'll take some time. Hopefully this isn't going to
What do you think? Mason, you gotta wait.
I'm gonna wait. I got it poked
I was
up.
gonna say we should all do
Here,
another
I'll
one of
poke you
the another
I'll
one of
get
the
you.
wilds.
I
That's a
probably
small
wouldn't
one.
eat that whole one.
Is that one working on you, Zach?
Is this the blazing?
Yep.
That's the hottest one.
What did we just do?
Wild.
Wild.
Yeah, see,
This is
wild's
the
not
hottest
that
one they
bad.
No.
offer.
Whole thing.
The habanero was hotter than
Yeah,
the wild.
that's what I'm
the
saying.
habanero was
Yeah.
hotter than the wild.
So that's...
Yeah, but that's what scares me is because the habanero, like I can still feel.
Yeah.
My nose is running like this. This scares me. Look at how
isn't-
dark this is, dude.
And this
You
one
got a
has
problem with that?
This one
Is
has
there something
Carolina
wrong with dark things?
2 sphincter burning.
Yay!
Oh, fuck you
Hey, put it out
guys.
in your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
It's not bad.
Yeah, fuck you.
It's not bad.
As there's tears running down Jeremy's face.
What?
Yeah, well, I was expecting like
Keep eating, Jeremy. You got a lot more wings.
explosions and death and... Oh boy. It's not bad.
That's not what I remember it being.
They just changed it.
You made it less deadly or what?
More. Yeah, but now you've been eating 357 and Mad Dog and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, I had the end flatline when I was in Georgia last, and that
Fuck.
stuff took me out. Like, that was the hottest thing I've ever had in my life. This is warm. That stuff put me down.
Keep eating. Keep eating, Jeremy.
He runs away. Keep eating. It's not a bad heat, frankly. I don't want to eat the weird looking ones. Is that wrong with me?
You want some? Oh, you already got one over there.
I'm really trying to hold out, but I don't think I fucking can. I don't think I can.
Oh, we weren't supposed to drink something?
Oh, you can. He's just trying to be. He's trying to be a man about it.
Oh, man. Okay, guys, it gets hotter.
That's what I'm saying.
Keep going, Jeremy. Keep going.
Hey, man.
I seriously thought the first one was the hottest.
Nope,
Yeah.
that last one's fucking
Try
sucks.
another one. Do it again.
Okay.
Do that one. Got some
Just
sauce on it.
flatline it on your tongue too.
Yeah, no, that's no more. No more. You know why? So I can tell like my butt starts to vibrate when shit gets too hot.
Is it vibrating?
More
got
mango,
that.
then.
I got that fight or flight thing going on right now. I don't know what to do.
My mouth hurts, dude. I don't like this.
I'm surprised that you're making it through this.
I'm actually impressed for how worried you were. You're doing
Yeah.
pretty good.
I'm gonna start giving you so much more hot stuff. This was a bad segment. It's just gonna be us dying.
It's like my tongue's on fire, but the rest of my mouth is fine.
I don't know why. I
Keep going,
hot stuff
Jeremy.
So much. I just
I don't want to keep going. I don't want to.
If this is the old sauce, this shit
Yeah.
would knock you on your ass, but this
I'm
isn't as
sweating.
bad as it used to be. Still hot though.
Yeah. I feel like the old
How many of those do you got to put down for a fucking t-shirt?
12.
6.
Yeah, because
Or
that's
6 or
worth
9.
it. All
12
right.
in 6 minutes.
But when we did it last time, they just gave us a little headband. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
What a kick in the butt.
That's like 8 years ago that I did that.
All right. Yeah. I'm ringing a little bit. My ears are ringing. Oh. Okay.
Whoa.
Zach, are you wearing an undershirt? Because I can't tell anymore. It's kind of like all
Sweat?
same color.
I'm all right. I'm okay.
I'm sweating my ass off over here. Zach's on the verge of having another episode.
Can we talk about you fainting?
It does hurt.
You think you'll faint again?
Yeah, tell the story while your
Yeah,
mouth's
tell the
on
story while your mouth's on fire. Hot one style. Where'd he go?
So I was watching TV, and I was fully reclined, just chilling.
For about an hour, right?
Like an hour, maybe hour 15. I don't know what it was. I got like 3 or 4 episodes in, maybe 20-minute episodes. And so I ran out of water and I had to work the next day. And I was like, hey, I could probably, if I hurried, I could get one more episode in. So I jumped up off the couch, grabbed my water bottle, ran up the stairs, got to the top of the stairs. My fucking ear starts ringing, dude. Like it's like somebody slapped me in the side of the head, ringing. So I set my water bottle down on the counter and I turned to go into the bathroom and stopped in front of the mirror and I looked at myself and I'm like, dude, you look pale. You don't look healthy. Your eyes are a little sunken. What's going on here? Are you okay? So I unzip the pants and start to pee. And the next thing I know, the top of my head right here is just like splitting. Just hurts. Dude. I'm like, what is going on? My head hurts. So I stand up off the bathroom floor. Didn't realize I was on the bathroom floor. Stand up off the bathroom floor. And I wash my hands like everything's totally normal. And I walk out into the kitchen, and then all of a sudden, like the sleeve of my shirt is wet up to my elbow, and I've got like a dark spot in my pants all the way down to my knee.
TT Australia.
Yeah, TT Australia. Except this actually looked more like Africa, kind of big up top, and then it got a little skinny towards the bottom. So anyway, then it like dawns on me, like, dude, where the fuck have you been for the last 20 minutes? Like, your head hurts, your knee hurts. I think my knee hurts because I like caught the toilet bowl. I passed out peeing, standing up, peeing into the toilet. Head hit the wall on the counter. I like somehow wedged myself between the vanity and the toilet. My arm went literally in the fucking toilet hole and up the other side.
Now, is this upstairs?
Yeah, this was the upstairs bathroom.
Right by where the lamp was just messing up?
No, that's in my bedroom.
But that's all on the same level. You were near
You were
that?
in the like main bathroom?
Yeah, this one like right at the top of steps. Like I set my water bottle down on the kitchen counter and then turned and walked into the bathroom.
Maybe that was the
Head
aliens.
rush, huh?
Yeah, you cut
Yeah, I think blood pressure just like dropped like a motherfucker, and then before I know it, passed out, taking a pee.
Holy cow.
It's on the cool down end now.
Yeah.
All right, Jeremy's ready for another one.
No.
I survived that. I'm like, I feel
No.
pretty good about myself.
You gonna do another one?
Yeah, you want to
No.
go around too? No? How's that couple-day-old eggnog?
It's pretty good, but you know what? It's worth it considering how bad that hurt.
Yeah. Remember the rotten egg? Do you want to eat some jelly beans?
Hey, why not? Let's bring the Bean Boozled.
No.
play
They're a
Bean Boozled?
podcast sponsored, by the way. Go to
Jelly
peerreviewpodcast.com
Belly.
/Bean
Jelly
Boozled.
Belly.
You can find it there.
Oh, God.
I'll do the Jelly Bellies if Jeremy does 3 more wings of his choice.
Of whose choice?
Yours.
No.
You get to pick which 3.
I'm afraid to touch my face because I've got sauce on them.
Well,
Oh,
that's
God.
a good thing to be afraid of.
I've done it a couple times. I'm fine.
As your eyes are like,
You got red
Yeah.
streaks where you're
Hello.
see what I mean by doing one of those before you get on the track? That'd be hilarious to watch.
No, that'd be terrible.
My stomach already hurts.
Does it?
Yeah, it hasn't even like digested yet. I can
Wimp.
tell that. Well,
As
you
you're
know,
over here wiping your face and crying.
you're the same color as your hair.
Yay!
My ears are sweating.
It's a weird place to sweat from.
Hey, but I'm good.
Do you wanna? We should bring up the races. The
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that?
So well, let's first do this. Let's congratulations, Mason. You won the belt. So, Yeah. Oh, he's got it on. Look at him.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Look at him.
Yeah. Throw it over the shoulder. Throw it over the shoulder.
I mean, that is a child's belt and it fits him properly. Let's just admit that right there.
Yeah. Dude, okay, that's kind of like a cool thing that I think most people from the 90s wish they could do.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. I mean,
their
I am
life.
jealous. I'm jealous.
Just picturing The Rock doing it.
The Rock. The Rock. Yeah, do you smell what Mason is
And
cooking?
then I'll be like all the UFC guys and just.
Set it on the table, all nice like. Yeah.
All in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
blue cheese.
Get it, the blue cheese. Look at that. The champion. Don't pay attention to the WW thing on the. It's not it. It's
That'll be
the
next season.
Yeah, it stands for World Racing Champion.
World Racing.
No, like wrestling. It's still
Wrestling,
just-
but racing
yeah,
with the W?
it's racing
All right,
with the
that's
W.
fair. That's fair. We'll go with that. So, while Mason was winning the entire season, pretty much, who were you? Like, you were number 5. You were the 5th episode, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So that means you're the fourth person on the board.
Yeah,
so
I was
you
the first
held
one
it
up there.
for 6 more people, which is insane. Other than the part where,
I'm telling you, man, you got.
dude, there's a ghost in this house.
Not a fan of that.
You got a poltergeist. That's what
What
it
was
is.
that?
I don't know what that was.
Jeez.
Well, it's on the other side of the curtain, so let's leave it over
Yeah,
there.
let's pretend it doesn't
we
happen.
can't see it, but it can see
Did
it.
you
I
tell
mean-
it? Did you tell it can't race?
I would like to check
that what's
out.
going on?
It's the Stig's ghost or something.
Come on, let him take a turn.
Yeah, shoot, next after this. But what was I saying again? I totally spaced. Oh, the races. Mason,
good I
you
was.
won. Yeah. Okay. Enough of that. Okay. No, you did really well. Proud of you. And then we decided to take the top 3 while we have them all in the room to send them around the track one more time for the ultimate prize. So Mason, yes, you win the $100 Amazon gift card. Yes, you win the sponsored $100 from Brent because of Explicit Motorsports. We were able to do cool things. Now, these races lead to something that money can't buy, and that is permanence.
But first, Jeremy also wants you to know that you also get this board as part of the win.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I actually won't disagree. Like, you can take that.
You don't need to keep the fish hook.
Yeah, that's one of the
they were
first ones we
heavy.
made. Look at how thick it is. And look at how flat it is.
It's like solid white
I'm
oak.
gonna.
You
keep
should
these
laminate.
on here.
Yeah, laminate
No,
it.
keep them on here and do the epoxy thing or whatever, and then I'm gonna turn this into the one with. I'm gonna put the weed whip motor on.
Jeremy also
Okay.
didn't know that this was
All right.
happening.
Yeah, we'll have to see that. We'll put that on the podcast when you get that taken care of. Yeah. You do that.
You don't need to
Comes
keep
with the fish hook.
Ooh, this thing's cool.
That's an unofficial win by someone who wasn't part of the show.
That one might actually be good for the weed whip engine because it's so, like, heavy
That's what
duty.
I'm saying it's nice and.
So explain this weed whip engine thing to me. What do we got going on?
I just have a shit ton of extra weed whips for some reason.
Yeah, but what are you going to do with them on the board? What are you going to do with them on
Collector
the
of
board?
weed whips.
It's gonna be remote. It's gonna be
Like a boosted board, but with a weed whip engine.
yeah, with a weed whip engine. I have an RC remote from my
Cool.
gas powered RC car.
So how are you
and I'm
gonna hook that up to the wheel?
Hook it up to the car.
You get some boosted board wheels with the cog on them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to make something.
You don't have, you just buy the boosted board wheels. They come with the cog, and you
No, I
can
want
get
to make it.
Okay,
It'd be
hey,
cool
it's
if
up
you
to
made
you.
I need
So
to
how-
get those wheels that have the holes in them. You know the holes.
Maybe just use it.
Oh yeah, I have
I
some
need
of
one
those.
And so then, but you got to put like a live axle or something down there, don't you?
No, you just power one wheel. Winner.
Neat.
All right, so the next board will be the next board over.
Yeah.
That'll be the new leaderboard. But anyway, like I was saying, we've had these 3 in the room, so they all raced on a new track with a new car previous to this podcast to see who was, in fact, the fastest person because they were all within a second of each other on that board. And this is kind of what happened.
And 2 out of 3 people cheated.
2 out of 3 people cheated. I would like to say that Brent, your time on that board actually would have been the fastest time.
Would have been first.
But
that
it
still
wasn't
would've
the one that
kept-
recorded, so it doesn't count.
Correct. But that still would have put the top 3. You all would have been the fastest no matter what.
Mason would have been taken to Gapplebee's. I mean,
Would have
it
been
is what it
taken to
is.
Applebee's.
Shit.
He would have been gaptized.
So we got Brent up
Oh,
here
Jesus.
first.
I believe.
that
Yes,
what it is?
Brent is first. Here we are. Yeah, I didn't.
This car
check
was
where
a
the times
lot more spin happy
Yep.
than the BMW. was.
Yeah, so this one
Yep.
we're racing a
So-
Ferrari 458.
But it's the GT3
GT3
race car, so
It was a lot less forgiving, I feel like, than the other one.
right. It's super stiff, and you can tell by driving around the track. And there's an aero kit, so it sticks to the road more, and you can go faster on corners, which adds that extra bit of like challenge because you have to, you just got to be quicker. And you guys were shifting. With the BMW that we have everybody racing, you're not shifting. It's automatic.
But I almost feel like you can gain more time by having the manual.
Yeah, you
well,
for sure can.
100%. If you can pick the gear you want to be in around the corner.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Ooh, taking a little bit of
Nice
grass.
save, though. Nice save.
Good save.
That's one of those
Yeah, you
with
don't
this
be
car. It
racing
gets
an
just that
automatic.
little bit. Give this car just that little bit, and you're done.
Yeah.
Yep. Which I thought was nice because like you guys are all able to like.
think it is
To
like-
the limit. Ooh,
Yeah.
Good job
Yeah.
of not spinning out too, though.
It really shows like that you guys are actually good at multiple vehicles, you know.
And I think I spun out in this lap. I don't remember.
Yeah, right here.
Right here.
Yeah,
Yep.
right there.
Yeah. See, you catch a little bit of grass, you're off the
Yeah,
track.
you cannot get those tires wet.
But luckily, this race was all about the time. The other guy on the track is just a technicality. So you're still on your first lap on this part here.
This guy's a lot harder to catch than
Yeah.
the last
Oh,
one.
way harder.
Yeah.
Way harder. And then once you catch him, you know, he gets back in on you inside
Yeah,
the corner and then
he gets
fucks
aggressive.
your match-winning time. Not that that happened to any one of us in particular, me.
Excuses.
Kept trying to push this straightaway as far as I could, but I learned on the last race that you're just gonna go for the weeds if you keep doing that too much.
Yeah, it's better to not
Slow
overdrive
in.
the car. I love this track. This track was the one that I started to like do well on when I started playing this game. Like this is where I started winning. This is kind of where I learned.
This is my favorite spot right here in the track.
The tight section.
Those two apexes right there that you can fly through, and then this tight one. So you can make up a shit ton of time.
This is a weird corner. Tightens up.
Long
You can't-
sweeping,
yeah.
and it gets tight right here, yeah.
You got to kind of steer with the throttle, not the wheel.
Yeah.
Breaking between the two arrows. Nicely done.
That was nice.
Riding that curb.
Spicy.
This track was definitely harder for me to cut my times down. I think my original best was like 114, 115.
Yeah.
And then I kept cutting it down, but
112
it was
all.
definitely a lot harder to. It was definitely a lot harder to cut this one down than the last track.
Right. There's a lot more sections to it that you can screw up on, like
For how
worse.
consistently you were getting 115s, was it?
113s, yeah.
Yeah, you chopped.
113s to get a 112 while the cameras in. That's ripping.
Yeah, you're doing good. All right, who do we got next?
I believe this is me.
Is this you?
I think so. Looks like me.
Yeah, he's pulling away. That's definitely you. Your traction control is on 3. You bumped it up a notch.
I don't think I did that. Maybe
I'm pretty
I did.
sure you did that.
Well, maybe I did.
Were you a little bit scared of this car?
Might have been.
Yeah.
Did it just show the traction control doing something?
No, down there he's on 3.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, that was that on the other while we were driving? Was
Yeah.
that up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't notice it really.
Yeah, I really didn't pay much attention unless I had to check to see what gear I was in.
Yeah, it was definitely me.
I'm
Yeah, so like
surprised
right there, that was a few tenths. I could have saved that.
with the half hour of time you guys had to practice. Like, and this time that was the other thing too. Is before we didn't have you like practicing like on any certain like time schedule.
You could just go.
You could just go for as long as you wanted to practice. This one you had a half hour to learn all that you could, and then that was it. So the progress you guys made in that little time is really cool.
I can tell this is Zach's pass because of those two corners right there. He's able to cut those pretty straight.
I am pretty clean in that corner.
Yeah, it was.
So where the rest of my, and I like to do the slipstream like you guys
Yeah.
don't.
And then you can see Zach too because he's following a big fat rear end. He always follows the fat rear ends.
I do like hips.
He eventually learns to pass him up, but he likes following him for a
Yeah.
little bit.
And that's what I should have done here, was not here, but I had my opportunity at this next, that long sweeping where it
Right here,
tightens
you
up.
had your opportunity.
Yeah, right
there too.
But
yeah.
what you did is you let off. You had a little bit of lift off oversteer, Porsche style, and your car started to turn. And
It
then you
helps to have him in front of you, so you have someone to chase, so you can like see the perfect
line that they're taking. Yeah, but he
then
doesn't take the perfect line ever.
Once you get too close, it
Yeah,
fricks with you.
it adds pressure to them, so that like the computer has to think a little bit.
Yeah.
And you came for a bold move, braking like way too late.
Yeah, but you.
And then he comes up the inside for the undercut, but
And
that
that's what
leaves you
fucked
on
me.
the inside on this corner, and you got to pull away, which was cool.
Yeah, but that's what made me with the 110.
Fuck you, you bitch!
It's still nice, especially knowing he's right there and he's willing to spin you out.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that you're able to keep it there and not spin out.
Right. Some definite skill being shown.
And then this last one doesn't really count, so.
Oh, it counts.
Oh, it counts.
I'm just as upset about it as you are.
I'm just excited about what comes from this situation. Mason's race. Everybody banging the rev limiter.
Yeah, that's me. Honda style. Yeah.
See, your traction control's on too. You did a little more risque.
So that's why I spun out.
Maybe. I doubt it,
Mason
but maybe.
takes that corner quick.
Yeah.
He's in that.
He's got the lines in his head. Perfect braking point. Nicely riding the curb.
He rides it just enough that he doesn't spin out.
Yep.
There's a couple that it's like, God, how did you not spin out?
Yeah, like right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yep. Off a
Oh,
little
that one
bit.
doesn't count, but I mean,
It's still first lap.
Still first lap, so he's good. The real, like, cool part about this track is that very last corner. If you can come out of that onto the straight, that's where your time's going to be made up.
Yeah, getting your speed going down that straight, yeah.
That's where it all matters. So if you mess that up into the second lap, it's done.
That's why it was nice that Zach had that, he got the slipstream going. Took that little hot. But I got a good
Right.
speed coming out.
Good exit out of that corner. On the gas as soon as possible. That's huge. If you would have been in the slipstream on that, though, like, you weren't close enough, but if you were within, like, 7/10,
Just wrong gear.
Yeah, it would've just-
Yeah, you skipped it there.
you would have been a rocket ship down that. A little bit
A
wide.
little wide there.
but he comes into that corner nice.
Motherfucker.
And see where Zach likes to watch those rear ends, Mason likes to tab them.
Very nice. Very nice. That was a good line there. Kept up your speed and the revs. That's good. Breaking between the two. Yep. Nice and tight. That corner is weird. It goes over that crest. And it's funny how you can like feel it in the steering wheel. The car kind of like lose it a little bit.
Yep.
It just lightens up.
Kucha!
Kucha into a
1:10.3.
1:10.3.
Got me by 3/10.
Prick.
This makes me happy because my time isn't up there, but my time is faster than that. So this still looks good for me.
I
If
seen
you would have
a
posted,
1:12.
yeah, okay. If you would have seen Mason's fastest time, I think he actually got faster than me on one of them.
No, he never got a 1.7.
It
You
was
were
a
one.
You did a
108
108 flat.
Yeah, you were a 108 flat. You were an 003. 108.
Oh, I don't know what you had. You were right on me though.
One.
But I didn't have a half hour of practice, so
something.
if I had a half hour of practice, I bet I could bring that down to a 105.
How many times a week do you play this game?
I actually don't play it that much. Like I had stopped. No,
He is the fastest racer in Minnesota, so I mean, there's that.
I ain't bragging. I'm bragging a little bit.
I am bragging, I got him to do that for me.
So yeah, Mason with the fastest time. That means your prize is a giant. Well, I don't know how big it'll be, but it's going to be a poster of you with the belt. Any pose you would like on the wall for eternity.
Full body?
Whatever you want. If you want to do a pose like that, I'll get it. We'll put it up on the wall. You got to keep your clothes on, but
Okay. Cool.
not a fat head. It'll be a poster. It'll be a regular poster, but it'll be you. We'll make it happen.
Sweet.
But
I
just
would
to
like-
remind everybody that comes into the room,
I would like to see something like that, like that
Fucking
big.
yeah, who the man is. And that's something that can't be bought.
Sweet. Cool.
Well, it can be bought. The poster can be bought. What do you got pulled up there?
It says peer review anything and everything.
No.
That's what we do. Park rangers cite visitors to Hawaii.
I did find something on that.
So, apparently, there are volcanoes erupting in Hawaii, and TikTokers are so,
They're going to the volcanoes?
They're trying to get the
they're
good footage.
TikToking at the volcanoes.
Idiots.
That's
Yeah.
where the good footage is. That's where you get the most views.
It's
Well-
fire, dude. This
Where you
shit's
talk.
fire.
Well, it's the sulfur that kills you before you even get there.
Oh, well.
Which is, because the world needs just a few less TikTokers. So,
Well,
hey, why not? Park rangers have cited dozens of people who have gathered at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park to witness an ongoing eruption of the Kilauea volcano. Kilauea. The crater is 554 feet deep on Thursday. It's a lake of lava.
And
Wow.
I would want to go see that in person myself. But have you ever seen any videos where the scientists are going out there? They're wearing just like space suits to just gather a sample for like 30 seconds.
Yeah. Right.
And these
Yeah,
people
these
are just trying to
TikTokers
walk
are out
out there
there.
like, I don't know what sulfuric acid is or poisoning.
I'm out here in my Jordans and my Supreme t-shirt.
My Jordans are melting.
They're saying it's like 140 feet deep right now is how deep the lava is.
That's crazy.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's the depth of the crater.
All it takes is a slight change in wind direction, and these offenders could inhale a fatal dose of volcanic gas.
Well, that's anybody standing near my butthole.
I tell that to Brandy.
Fine started at $150.
I've had to
Yeah, I'm
resuscitate
sure
my
those
girlfriend
TikTokers'
several
parents
times.
will pay that pretty quick.
Don't you just hold your breath then when the
Yeah.
out.
Hold your breath.
but
The
it'll
wind
also
is blowing
burn your
east.
eyes.
As it melts your face off.
imagine how hot that would be if you peeked over the edge and looked in there.
Does look pretty fucking
Fuck,
cool,
that'd
though.
be
doesn't
Yeah,
it?
It
would
does
be.
look cool.
And then
I
that
would
part
fly
in
my
the middle there.
just fly the
is
drone
just a
over it.
floating island right now.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah,
in
like
this.
like it's the cooled stuff.
Yeah, that's just a floating island in there right now.
Wow, that's cool. Or hot.
Volcanoes are pretty neat.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
The other one I got here is I'm not entirely sure. I wanted to figure out what the.
Was it a video?
No, it's a.
Oh.
Volcanoes is like right up there with Mother Nature. Like
Mayor left
Tornadoes don't
red-faced
fuck
after
up.
failing to spot a reflection in a mirror during a live interview.
Particularly embarrassing moment after a radio host pointed out his wardrobe blunder during. Really open. This guy was like.
Yeah, what's the photo?
As the UK goes back into whatever lockdown,
What's
yada yada
the,
yada. Yeah, so here he is.
Probably not wearing pants.
Where's the mirror?
The mirror's on the right side.
I wish I could read that.
Or it's behind her shoulder.
Dat je weet dat mensen
What is this
Kijken
now?
in de app van Radio 2 en op in. Oh, there's a mirror.
you go.
Yeah! He's not wearing pants.
Come on, man, he's wearing swim trunks. Come on.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, he just
could have
rolled out
gotten
of
done with
bed.
a run. He's in them short shorts.
What an idiot.
Dumb
But
dumb.
yeah, he puts on a nice shirt.
Come on, just throw on at least sweatpants or something.
What if that's probably the first time he ever did it too, and he's like, "What are the chances that this gonna happen to me?" Sure
It's
enough.
like that. Wasn't there like a major radio host who was caught masturbating during a Zoom call,
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if it was a
or like a
Radio?
news host, or
Yeah, I thought there was a video that came out. I don't know. I don't remember where I saw it,
Or
but
is
it
it
was like
pictures?
just like
I
a.
don't
It was
think
like
we
a.
necessarily need to find a video.
New Yorker.
I,
New Yorker,
it was-
Jeffrey
it was like a-
Jeffrey Tubin.
what was
We're
it?
gonna
What a
bring
terrible
that one
name.
up.
Tubin.
Suspends Jeffrey Tubin for masturbating on Zoom call. The Zoom call was an election simulation featuring New Yorker
Embarrassingly
all-stars.
stupid mistake.
What does this guy look like? Yeah, he looks like.
He looks like somebody who would masturbate on a Zoom call. So here's what I want to know: is what one of his coworkers was like the trigger? You know what I mean?
Like he was like, "Oh, this is it.
Yeah.
It's time to do this now."
Nancy
talking,
Pelosi.
talking,
Nancy Pelosi.
talking
No,
to
that
Rudy
makes it go.
Giuliani.
I made an embarrassingly stupid mistake, believing I was off camera. Hey, guy.
I apologize to my wife, my family, friends, and coworkers. Oh.
Told motherboard.
I mean,
Here's an idea.
hold on.
To this.
How much trouble can you really get? Like if it was an honest mistake. I mean, like why?
Why are you masturbating during the workday?
Yeah, that's a good.
I
Point.
think
Yeah.
I think more people.
But if he's at home, you know.
During the workday?
maybe not at this
I think
age,
we need to ask the residential home worker.
That's different.
How many times
Hey,
a day?
He's his own boss. He owns the office. He has no employees.
But if he's
I can
working at home-
masturbate in my fucking office if I want.
He can do whatever the fuck he
That
wants.
guy, on the other hand, well,
He was in. If he was in his home, yeah,
And
he's
if
in his
thought
home.
The camera was off. Quote
Still,
unquote.
Yeah.
he's in a company fucking meeting. Like,
What?
dude.
Doesn't it say?
I
didn't
believed I
realize-
was not visible on Zoom. I thought
Oh,
no one
there
on
you
the
go.
Zoom call could see me. I thought I had muted the Zoom
Oh, so
video.
he was just on a. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. But why? Okay, like apologize to your coworkers, yes, but you shouldn't have to apologize to everybody else. Like, just don't
He
do that.
embarrassed his family.
So
The last,
everybody does it.
dishonored.
the last one I got here is a dad embarrassing his daughter.
Not everybody doesn't do it in a Zoom meeting. I'm saying everybody does it normally without a Zoom call. Dad dresses his buddy there. Oh, that's nice.
I was really hoping that there would be a video for this, but it was supposed to look. Oh,
Oh!
30 seconds.
Are we allowed to play it? Does he have water? What is this?
That is.
that's a trick for de-icing your car. You put you take water,
water
you put it in the
in a bag?
microwave, and then you just drag it over your.
Neat.
That is
Yeah.
not Buddy the Elf, though.
I don't
No,
know
it's
if I
not.
would do that, though. Do you think that would crack the windshield?
Might. Oh, here we-
Hello. Oh yeah. Look at this guy.
I want the TikTok. Where's the TikTok for
Well,
it?
we can
Everybody's
get
fucking TikToking, but you
Come on,
can't ever
where's
get
the
the TikTok.
TikToks?
Yeah, where's the volcano?
I'm gonna dance on this island in the volcano. Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Yeah.
Oh, this
Melt
looks like a
before you
link.
got there.
Oh.
Bringing me to TikTok.
Oh.
I better not have to
And
log in
porn.
for this.
Are we allowed? I'll have to cut this off
Porn
the
allowed
screen,
on
but it's all
TikTok?
good.
Oh,
Like it is
all right.
on,
Well, just blur it out or
Oh,
something.
there's a bunch of different things out there that probably
What's
shouldn't
that?
I've
be.
never been.
Why is it not working? Zach, make it work.
There you go. Or not.
Turn the audio off. Or
It is
on.
off.
Hello. Hello. Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Do you have a TikTok?
I do.
Why can't I just play it?
Because you're not
Again,
allowed to.
'cause you have to
You're
be
not
a
allowed
member.
to.
Well, TikTok, can I report this now? Nope, can't.
Yeah,
I
you
can. I can fucking report it, but I can't even play it.
Report
See,
it for other. I
It's a
cannot watch.
stupid
Try
app.
reloading the page.
That's a cool dad, dude. That's a cool dad. I know you.
Imagine the teachers not knowing that he's her dad.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Comes
Is this
running
some
guy
She's frantically trying to get away from him.
throwing stuff
Yeah.
at her.
It just reminds me of how when my mom used to come into the high school. So embarrassing.
Mason?
Yeah, but she always came bearing gifts and stuff.
Oh.
Are you gonna do this to? Are you gonna do that to Miles? Are you gonna do that to Miles?
I have no idea.
Are you gonna show up in like the custom Blazer or Audi?
I'm gonna try to be a little bit cooler than. I'm not gonna do that. I'll probably try to be a little cooler than that.
I'm here. That's neat.
How many people have seen this? That's what I want to know. There's 825,000 likes.
Wow. That's crazy. I don't think you get to see how many people.
The
see it.
only thing I think I can quote
Okay.
from that
Okay. Enough.
Don't go down the
No more.
rabbit.
Yeah. No more TikTok.
I think the only thing I can quote from that movie is "You're sitting on a throne of lies." I could be misquoting that too.
That's probably.
No.
That's
You're
probably
not the
not
real
it.
Santa. Yes, I am. No, you're not. Yes, I
Like
am.
beer and cheese.
Well, that was a good podcast.
Was
That was quality talking, quality fun.
Cheers, boys.
Atlantis.
So, do we want to end on card tricks?
Do we have card
Card
tricks?
tricks.
Zach
Uh,
or Jeremy? I mean,
Pass. Well, like
I'm not smart
if
enough
I
to
had
do
one of
card
those,
tricks.
what did they call them in high school?
the projectors.
Was that an overhead?
Yeah,
Yeah, the overhead.
projector.
If we had an overhead projector that we could hook up, like so that they could watch, I would do it. But they can't. So
Ref-
Sure.
reference the
Okay.
last video.
yeah,
We're
we
good.
won't do that. Yeah, that was it. I guess we'll just end it here.
Well, yeah.
Appreciate you guys coming on. Mason, you're the fastest. Brent, you're fast. You're
Second
here all the
fastest.
time, so there's no excuse for you not to be fast.
So what was it? First is the worst, second is the worst, and third the best.
Yeah, I believe that's how that goes. Yes.
better than the best is how I think you have to say it to make it rhyme. But
Yeah.
yeah, something like that.
Well,
I can't wait to
whoever's
have.
watching this, I hope somebody brings more of a challenge than these two.
Oh.
He's a new dad. We
Wow.
felt bad for him.
Oh, yeah. I let off at the line.
Have some competition. I hate it when I lose. I hate losing.
Maybe
but
we'll have to
it'd be
do.
cool to have someone to chase.
Yeah, we'll have to do like me, and you'll have to just race me.
No.
You know what you
Yeah.
got to do is you got to get a second simulator and you got to do.
Yeah,
1v,
side by
1v.
side. Yeah.
See how bad it gets then.
Well, he has a PS4. He just needs the sim rig.
Yeah,
But that's easy.
Get these two sitting side by side at the end of the race when it comes that last lap. I think we
You
might have
can
some
get-
black eyes.
Yeah.
You remember we saw it at like Goodwill. We were dropping off some shit,
Yeah.
and we saw one of those, didn't we? Where was that?
Someone what?
Salvation Army. We saw Logitech steering wheel and pedal set.
Oh yeah, but it was like the cheapest, nastiest one. It
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
be.
need one since you don't get like that. The feeling, the momentum of the car shifting, and the suspension
Right.
and whatnot. You have to have the feedback in the steering wheel like that.
You at
Yeah,
least
I
have to
want it
have
to be-
that.
I wonder if because you naturally lean in corners when you're doing like the sim seat and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if you just get like a couple springs to put under each side. So you
Well, they
just-
make like a full on.
Yeah, you can get a.
Yeah, I've seen the full the one that.
They're like $2,000 on Amazon. You can get like a
Undulate,
like a 3-axis.
articulates.
Yeah, you can get the full articulation ones, but
Is that what that?
Do
right there.
motion. You should look up a motion platform.
With your curved screen, that'd be fucking bad.
I tried it on there when I got the monitor. It's not.
Yeah, right here, $36,485
Does it
used.
stretch everything, or
Yeah, it's not great. It doesn't look awesome. I'm sure there's a way to like get
that'd
it
be
to
the way
work,
to do
but
it,
yeah,
so you can-
Free local pickup, even. Hey, I
you
think this
go.
is one that we.
that's too much.
Hell,
Get back. Go
Yeah.
out of there. There's like $2,000 ones that are worth the same amount. In my head.
I just keep thinking like the ones at Dave and Buster's where it's a full IMAX screen, kind of wraps around you a little bit.
Jurassic Park game was.
Yeah, look at that. $2,100. Where was
Yeah,
that?
the Next Level Racing V3 platform. That's only $3
So
grand.
that's the platform for the chair.
Yeah, it just mounts on that,
Oh,
and
it's
you got to
just
get a little
small
stand.
mount like that, huh?
Yeah. But they make. I'm pretty sure the V3
I don't
is
think-
3-axis. So you have forward, backward. You have tilt, yaw, and roll, or something like that. Pitch, maybe tilt, yaw, pitch.
3-axis motion simulator H3 flight. Yeah. Anyway.
Your 2-axis is only $1,300.
Oh, that'd be
$1,400.
worth it.
Only. Oh.
Well, yeah, but look what you're getting.
Hey, you saw my budget sim racing rig video. I'm assuming
There
maybe.
you go. Look at that shock setup.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
the one
go.
want.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know how to do it.
Yeah. I like your setup, though. Your setup's
Yeah, it's
prime time.
But that's what I'm saying. Just do the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
now imagine like with me wanting to do it under the stairs like that,
Yeah.
and have an actual car door
Yeah.
closed in with tint.
Just make
You
you
just
feel
got
better.
a nice dark room almost.
That'd be
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool. You don't
These are
want to get
future
like
plans.
too crazy
gonna
on the
happen.
track though and get rolled into the stairs or something.
Just imagine putting
hard-
motion,
too
getting
hard
the
on the brakes and
stupid
then just
expensive
boom.
motion platform, and every time you slow down too hard, your head hits the stairs. Boink. Oh, well, for the third time,
And the last time.
we'll end it.
Cheers.
Bye, everybody.
Cheers. We cheers again. Cheers again. Bang, 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 bang.